In 1988, a dying man's rage found its target in a government scientist. The headline read, "I call you murderers." The scientist was Anthony Fauci, and what he did next is the part they always leave out. I am Dr. Harvey Jenkins, MD PhD, retired orthopedic spine surgeon, pain management physician, and biochemist. 35 years ago, as a PhD student in biochemistry, I and all of the other basic medical science graduate students in the US knew who Anthony Fauci was then, and we got to appreciate his contributions to science, medicine, public health, and policy in real time. Working in a laboratory like his at NIH was among the most prestigious postdoctoral appointments any of us could dream of getting, and a lot of us wanted to be a hero, like him. Most Americans who were unaffected by the AIDS crisis and who didn't study science had no clue who Anthony Fauci was. But he saved lives during every public health crisis and kept you safe. That was all you needed to know, is that you were safe. 54 years, 7 presidents, more than 20 million lives, and one very convenient villain. He grew up around his father's pharmacy in Brooklyn, delivering prescriptions on his bike. He finished first in his medical school class. He came to the National Institutes of Health in 1968, and he stayed for more than half a century, serving presidents of both parties on a government salary when he could have had almost any job in medicine. When AIDS arrived, most of the country looked away. Fauci did not. He was among the first in the nation to publish on the disease and the most visible official willing to say its name out loud. His critics screamed for his head, and instead of shutting them out, he let them in. He decided that in their place, he would have been just as angry. He backed their most radical demand, faster access to experimental drugs, knowing it might cost him his job. The activist who once called him a murderer became his friend, and when that activist died, it was Fauci who wrote the tribute. In 2003, a Republican president asked him to help design a plan to fight AIDS across the world. That plan, PEPFAR, has since been credited with saving more than 20 million lives. 20 million. For that, and for a lifetime of it, he was given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He carried the country through anthrax, SARS, Ebola, and Zika, long before most of us ever learned his name. This week, the scapegoating stopped being a metaphor. A United States senator who has promised for years to put this man, in his own word, behind bars, hauled him, at 85, before his committee under subpoena. Fauci read a short statement and then refused to answer a single question, invoking his Fifth Amendment right. Not because he had a crime to hide, he said, but because the hearing was never built for answers. It was built to trap him into one fresh word they could call a lie. And the crime? Strip away the noise and it comes to this. The claim that his agency funded research that made the virus, and that he lied about it. He has always denied it, and no federal review has ever proven where the virus came from, or that any laboratory released it. A senator who wants him jailed, a mob that wants him dead, and at the center of it, no settled crime at all. He cannot even be charged for the past. A president already pardoned him, not for a crime, but for a career, to guard him from exactly this. Which is why the trap had to be baited with the present. You need not agree with every call he made in 54 years to see what is being done to him now. This is scapegoating, plain and old. History will be fairer than the noise. It will remember the young doctor who ran toward a plague, the official who changed his mind because his critics were right, the 20 million who are alive to disagree with him, and an old man pardoned for a career, forced to sit in silence because speaking had been made too dangerous. He gave us 54 years. The least we can do is tell the truth about them.